You are a matchmaker that is Dubai based but have global high net worth clientele. So we're talking
5 million plus net worth.
Oh, wow.
Is what they're looking for something we can deliver?
Okay.
Because we have an over 95% success rate.
Oh shit, wow.
Dating apps are dead and people are really searching for an alternative. And when I opened up my agency, the success and the demand of it, like the very high demand, just proved to me that people are searching for an alternative in the market.
They're using LinkedIn. They're using Instagram.
I love it, LinkedIn.
Yeah, but they're not using the dating apps anymore. Like some
Yes.
people are naturally confident. Some girls are naturally bubbly.
Yes.
Some are super introverted.
Yes.
How are those people meant to progress with matchmaking? Because they've hired you as a professional. You can show them like the best of the best.
Yeah.
But what if they're just not getting picked or chosen because
That's it.
homegirl can't show?
Somebody said, they spoke about their ex, things like that. And those are the things that we put in our kind of email to you. Hey, just some tips. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Testing 1, 2, 3. You're tuned in to Up and Coming, the pod where we discuss everything that is up and coming with your girl, Kiran Fatima.
Christiana, Maxion, welcome to Up and Coming.
Thank you for having me, Kieran.
Okay, so I am super excited to have you here. But firstly, quick intro. So you are a matchmaker that is Dubai based, but have global high net worth clientele. So we're talking
5 million plus net worth.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then you're also a to-be tech entrepreneur?
I am. I'm a first-time tech founder.
Oh my God, I love it. And you're obviously gorgeous and extremely stylish. So thank you for coming on the pod.
Of course.
But I have a bone to pick with the matchmaking community.
Let's go.
Yeah, as like the torch holder of brown girls all over. I feel like matchmaking, what I'm seeing with like Netflix shows, Indian matchmaking, Jewish matchmaking, there's a keen interest in the matchmaking world. But we're also, at least what I'm noticing is we're getting like the bone, the shit end of the bone as women.
Yeah.
What's going on in matchmaking? Why are people still using matchmaking? Explain it to us.
Yeah, so basically our clientele are high net worth, ultra high net worth men. So we specifically only work with men. And then we have a database of women all over the world, right? But a lot of the women that join our database are women you won't find on dating apps. So we have C-level executives, lawyers, entrepreneurs, models, and more that don't do the swiping. And they join our database because they know that the men and the clients that we take on go through a 4-step vetting process.
I wanted to ask.
Yes, we can get into that.
Yeah.
But also they love the whole kind of like clean dating and rules that we apply when you join our database and we actually put you on a date with one of our clients. Now, you want to hear about the process?
I want to hear about the process.
So if somebody is interested in matchmaking, like, gosh, I've been in over 100 media mentions at this point. So they'll either see me through the media, they'll find us through our website, and they'll reach out, hey, I'm interested. So we actually send them a little application. They can apply for a screening call. If they pass that application, then we have a screening call with them.
Okay.
And this is basically to find out, okay, what are they looking for? A little bit about their past, talk about the dating landscape, but really see, is what they're looking for something we can deliver?
Okay.
Because we have an over 95% success rate.
Oh shit, wow.
And it's because, though, we are very picky into how we choose our clients.
Okay.
So we only take you on if we know that we can help you.
Okay.
If we think, I don't know if we can, then we won't.
Okay.
But let's say after that step 1, we go, okay, great. You know what? We want to invite this person for a, we call it a preliminary match session.
Okay.
Sorry, that was step 2. Now step 3. The preliminary match session is basically, it's a paid call. And this is where we as matchmakers, and if I'm your lead matchmaker, I put together a presentation based on that screening call.
Oh, wow.
Of current women we have in our database that would fit what you're looking for.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't put contact information, names, or anything like that. But it's like a sneak peek into the database. But we really use this presentation to find out really what your type is. Because you can say, oh, I'm into everything. Then we start showing you, oh, well, actually, I want this. Or, oh, actually, I need to find out more information about this. And it's a great way for us to understand your type and for us to see how well we work together. Because if you're going to be a person that passes on extremely beautiful women who are accomplished and successful for the smallest, silliest thing, we will not work with you as a client.
Okay.
Because that tells us that you are not open to the process, and maybe like, what are you really looking for? Are you looking to build a life with somebody? Because those are our ideal clients.
Okay.
Or are you just looking to date a bunch of 100 women? Because, I mean, we could offer you that because we have unlimited matchmaking opportunities when you do join with us. But the reason why women join our database is because they trust us and that the men that we're bringing on have the same alignment and values as they do.
Oh my God, I love it. So you're vetting the men
Hell yeah.
before sending them towards the women's way.
We don't take everybody.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of like our little, that's what sets us apart.
Yeah, that's your
well.
niche, 100%.
Besides also that we're probably the only matchmaking agency that offer unlimited global opportunities for matchmaking.
What does unlimited global opportunity mean?
So we have our database, which is over 40,000 women in the world. Now, when we say unlimited, that means that like a lot of other matchmakers, they'll say offer you 10 matches, so 10 first dates or introductions for this price, where instead you buy time with us.
Okay.
So our shortest timeline is 3 months, and the longest I've ever worked with somebody was 6 months.
Okay.
And because we find you that person.
Oh my God, no way, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, we have a high success rate because we get the job done. We actually deliver results.
Okay.
And beyond that, though, so that unlimited, you can use it as however you want. So, for example, I had a client, they're now in a relationship.
Yes.
Who was recently divorced.
Okay.
Never dated ever in their life because they got married when they were 20. So
that's common in this side of the world, especially.
Yes. So they're divorced, have adult children. And they said, they're like, listen, is it okay that I come here and just date vetted people? Like, I just want to make sure that I'm going on dates with quality people because of my job. I don't want to be seen on a dating app. Also, I have children. I don't want that to get muddied at all as well because they're adult children too. So with that being said, this person's goal was to just date good people. And it was so funny because it was on the 5th date and they were like, okay, I'm set. Thank you so much. We were like,
wow.
What do you mean? We were like, I thought you wanted to date like 30 people.
Yeah.
Oh, no, just this one.
Wow. And so I wanted to ask,
that's fun.
Does matchmaking mean I'm getting matched to get married or matched to just date? Or like, what, or is there like a fear that a client could, like you said, just date to date?
So each client has their own, I guess, like distinction of what success would be for their matchmaking membership. So like I said, some people, I want to date as many people as I can. Some clients are like, I want to date for marriage and to start a family. Some clients, maybe they're already divorced 2, 3 times. They just want to find a partner.
Yeah.
So we have a wide spectrum, but I mean, we really only take you on if we know that you're good on the inside.
Yeah.
But then after that process, if we're like, okay, actually we think we can help this person, then my partners who are in the US, they do their whole digging.
Yeah.
On this person. I cannot go into how they do it, but they just make sure that do background and, hey, is this somebody we want to take on as a client? Because it's our reputation that's on the line.
Yeah.
So you could be in the database and we would reach out to you and you would assume, wow, this person that I'm going to go on a date with has been vetted and has the same alignment as me, values as me. And that's our reputation as well, putting you on a date with this person. And that's why most of our girls say yes right away.
Love it. Okay.
They know.
First date prep. You found me a man.
Yeah.
What advice are you going to give me? What are the do's and don'ts for a first date? What are we talking about? Where are we going? What am I wearing?
Through matchmaking or in general?
Matchmaking.
Okay. So the way that it works, let's say we have a client that's interested in you. So know that he has seen not your whole profile, but just information about you, obviously photos. And then he says, I want to meet this person. I would reach out to you and I would say, hey, Karen, we have an interested client, blah, blah, blah. Are you still single? You say yes or no. Done. And then I said, great, let's hop on a call if you haven't been on a date through our service yet, because I'll walk you through like the steps.
Yeah.
So the steps are, we would send you a profile and you either say yes or no. And if you say no, halas, like we don't want to put you on a date with someone you're not interested in.
Okay, so you're not going to give me the whole spiel. You're being too picky. You're being too...
I never say that.
Okay.
The only thing I have said to a girl before is because I would say, oh, can you please share why?
Okay.
Why you wouldn't go on a date with this person. And the reason why I ask that is because I want to know, like, is it a physical thing? Is it a values thing? Is it this? Is it that? Some of the reasoning I've received, oh, this person drinks and I don't.
Okay.
Fair enough. Go for it, for sure. Another person was like, oh, he's too short for me. So when it's something like that, I would say, listen, there's this article that I usually send the girls who are picky on like little like silly things. And I'll just say, just read this article. Tell me if you have a different view on it and if you are interested in seeing so-and-so. Now, I never force it or anything like that because it's like, why would you want to go on a date with somebody you don't want to go on a date with? But I would say to somebody who I think might be disregarding somebody for a very small thing, I would say something along the lines of that it's hard to judge somebody from a flat profile. You know, it is. It's hard to judge somebody from that standpoint and maybe just like talk about like, listen, you're aligned in this way, but if you don't want to, no problem. But let's say you say yes. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to meet this person. I'm like, yay. So what happens is I then, as your matchmaker, plan, book, and confirm the date.
Oh, wow. So you book it as in like you choose where we're going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I would obviously ask you, oh, what do you prefer? What's this? What's that? And you don't have contact with the person before. So I send you an email and I say, hey, these are the details for your date. You have to sign a waiver because we have very strict rules, especially in Dubai.
Okay.
So within our agency, I run Middle East and UK, and we have different rules than in the US.
Okay.
So I cannot share contact information, nor full names, nor where you work before the date. And there's, can I say SEX?
Go for it.
There's none of that involved on the first date. You have to sign a waiver.
Oh, wow.
You have to sign a waiver because we are a legitimate matchmaking agency. This is nothing else.
This is not like a,
And on the date as well, you cannot share contact information.
Even on the date?
Correct.
Okay.
And the reason why is because when I first opened up the agency in 2021, I consulted a very heavy-duty legal team. And I said, because I never saw any public matchmakers here, like, you know, like private ones, this and that. Like, so I said, is this legal here?
Yeah.
So then we went through all of like the laws, especially ones including about prostitution.
Which is big here and no one talks about.
Yes. Well, we did that to make sure we're crossing our T's, dotting our I's. And in our policies, terms, and conditions, we're very clear as to what we are and that. And the reason of the no contact sharing, it's all about confidentiality, but also consent.
Okay.
So you have a great time on your day. Afterwards, you both go your separate ways. You and your date are required to send us email feedback within 24 hours. You answer just 4 little questions.
Yeah.
Basically, do you want to see this person again? And if the answer is yes on both sides, then we share contact information.
Can I just say, I absolutely love that because I know so many of my friends and myself that we just kind of feel pressured. We feel bad.
Exactly.
Like, sure, here have my number. I love that. So how is the Dubai dating landscape or matchmaking landscape? What are we seeing here compared to everywhere else in the world?
I think that dating in Dubai has a much more like, I would say we follow gender roles.
Okay.
Traditional gender roles more here than maybe in the States.
Okay.
But then again, in the matchmaking world, a lot of the clients that reach out to us, whether it's here in the States, UK, globally, they're more of the mindset of the traditional gender roles.
Okay.
Is what we find.
And I was going to ask about sparks.
Yeah,
on the first
go
date.
for it.
Okay. So with the traditional gender role, you've had a great first date. Both parties have said yes, or maybe one party said no. Would you ask why?
Of course. We always ask why because we want to cater the experience for you, whether you're a database member or you're a client.
Yeah.
We want to know why. So then we know for the future, okay, you know what, this person isn't attracted to these kind of qualities, these kind of values or physical looks, you know, whatever it is.
Catfishing is a real thing.
And because we have it all on email, we have a paper trail, we can always go back.
Okay.
And then use that to better match you in the future. So, yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of dating coaches also out there. Would your agency also be kind of half a dating coach as well?
So it's interesting because some of our clients, they want us to be more hands-on. Most of our clients want us to be hands-off.
I think that's why you would kind of also go to one compared to yourself. I think it's like, at least this is my vision of like going to a matchmaker, and I could be wrong, and I want you to challenge me on it is, you know, we live in a hyper independent society. I can do everything on my own. So you know what? I'm going to go on a dating app. I'm going to do it on my own. But it's when I realize I can't do this shit on my own, I need professional help. It's like my last stop to Lonelyville.
No. It is not your last option.
And please, like, explain to me why it's not. Because also, I feel like one thing I'm traumatized by is, like, it's the end of the barrel on the, like, that need the professional help.
That's the number one matchmaking myth that I would love to debunk, is that it is not a last resort. For our clients, it's their only option because they are time poor. They are people that are used to outsourcing everything in their life. And maybe they're super high profile, that they don't have the time to be vetting qualified partners. They don't have the time for the planning, booking, confirming the dates. And because, like what I explained earlier, we do like very clean, easy dating. They love the process because you either get on or you don't, or you move on.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And then the ones that kind of can't move on, I guess going back to the coaching thing.
Yes.
There's so much online information. I feel like everyone's just so confused on what to do and what not to do.
Saturated.
Do you get a spark on a first date? What if someone comes back and they're like, actually, like it was cool, but I just didn't feel anything? I feel like I've had that conversation a million times at this point. Like, great guy, didn't feel anything.
I will say this. This whole spark, firework, chemistry thing, I think is a little silly in terms of that kind of like anticipation, that's, oh my God, I can't wait to see this person. Oh my goodness, I can't live without them, checking your phone all the time. That's actually like a sign of like trauma bonding with somebody, or like being anxious about this bond that you have with this person, whether or not they like you and all of this. When in actuality, somebody who feels safe, somebody who feels comfortable, that is probably should be the biggest green flag where you're like, I'm not feeling anxious. I'm not up and down. This is actually a safe person for me to build a life and a family with. And when I hear like that feedback of, oh, there wasn't any chemistry, I always say choose connection over chemistry. Connection lasts way longer than that boom, boom, firework, bang when you first meet somebody.
Yeah.
And connection has a lot to do with alignment. Connection has a lot to do with conversation. Connection has a lot to do with like, hey, do our values align? What do we want in our future? And also just like a first date should be a vibe check. Can you get on?
Yeah.
Do you have a conversation with this person? Of course, I mean, sometimes, you want to rip the other person's clothes off. But I mean, really dig deep and say, is this a person of value that can add value to my life in terms of X, Y, Z, A, B, C, all the different things that you categorize as a good partner.
But do you think that's a lot of pressure to put on like one date? Because I feel like some people are naturally confident. Some girls are naturally bubbly. Some are super introverted.
Yes.
How are those people meant to progress with matchmaking? Because like, they've hired you as a professional. You can show them like the best of the best.
Yes.
But what if they're just not getting picked or chosen because like, homegirl can't show?
That's it. So what happens, I mean, I've only had probably a couple of clients where maybe they weren't getting second dates. And that's when I would dig in deeper to the other side. Can you please explain further as to why you don't want to see so-and-so again? Because then that gives us valuable feedback that we can then relay to our clients and be like, hey, well, some clients don't want to hear feedback.
And I was going to say, because sometimes it kind of like
sometimes
takes
they just don't care. They're like, this is me. This is who I am. They either like me or they don't.
Like it, take it or leave it.
Yes, we have some clients like that. But then the best clients are the ones that are like open to feedback, because they want to improve, they want to develop, they want to meet somebody who is also somebody who has a growth mindset, who wants to be better. It's funny, right? When you kind of figure out what kind of membership each client wants, and you figure it out through the process, and you just go, okay, this one's more hands-on, this one's more hands-off.
Yeah.
But the ones that do want the feedback, we talk about it. And we talk about it openly. And of course, like us as
What's feedback you've seen that someone's given?
Somebody has said this person lectured me on the date, like just talked a lot about scientific things that maybe the other person wasn't interested in. Maybe somebody was like, they didn't like the way that they answered a question. Somebody said, oh, they spoke about their ex, things like that. And those are the things that we put in our kind of email to you. Hey, just some tips. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't do that. If you take it or not, if you read it, that's up to you. But we always put those out as like disclaimers.
Have you seen clients with like unrealistic expectations?
Yeah, of course.
And is there such a thing as an unrealistic expectation? Because
It depends on who's asking.
Okay, this is my mindset. If I'm paying, and you said, what are your starting rates?
$35,000.
$35,000.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Like as in my checklist. All 10 items I want.
We always say that our specialty is finding that hard to find match. We will find that person, period. Okay. I think that the only time it gets difficult, or not difficult because we always figure it out, but only time where I might be like, come on, guy, is because they'll say no to stunning, successful women for the smallest thing. And then you go, come on. I'll tell you. They're an ageist. They're 1 year over whatever their frame is. And I'm like, you're nuts.
Yeah.
I just stopped telling them the age.
No.
Yeah, they're in your frame.
You'll figure it out when you go
person.
there.
Yeah. But also, like, you can't turn somebody down just because of that, especially if there isn't like you don't want to have children. So then what's the point? Like, does that really even matter at that point?
It doesn't matter, no.
If it is something like, oh, I want to have children, of course, then we wouldn't do something like that. But certain things, or I need to know the title of their job. And you're like, I can tell you title, I can't tell you where they work. And if it's something that's less than whatever, or I have a client, or I had a client in the past, they need to go to an Ivy League school.
Wow.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, that actually makes it much easier. The more specific you are, the easier it is for us.
I'm actually loving that. Like how you're like, yeah, we're like managing expectations here, but in a very like tailored to way.
So for us, actually, the more specific you are, the easier it is, because then we can go into our database and we can go and click into all the things that you're looking for. And these clients, though, that are like super duper specific, they also know they're not going to go on a dates with 100 women. They know that. They know that what they're looking for is something that is hard to find, is curated, is a catered experience for them. So when you're talking about managing expectations, that's where that comes in. Mm-hmm. Not that this person doesn't exist. More like, okay, well, just to let you know, we will be sending you as many women as we can that fit this description or what you're actually looking for. But you're probably not going to go on 20 dates.
But do you think, okay, this is like where my feminist side comes out. Do you think it's because it's men saying this is what we want, so it's easier? But like vice versa, if I get in my alternate reality where I have like 20 million in my bank account, I came to you and I said, yeah, I see it happening. We're manifesting
You already
it right
have
now.
it. You already have it.
It's coming my way. And I'm like, I want this. Yeah. Would you also tell me the same thing? Like, we can find you that? Or would it be like, I don't know, like at this point you're like, I don't know. Like, is there an age, can a 60-year-old get with like a 20-year-old?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of.
We don't take people on like that.
Okay.
Because then I think
That's just nasty.
Yeah, there's an ulterior motive there that I'm not into. We work with women that are positive.
Okay.
We work with women that come to us and are like, hey, I have had this kind of experience. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. And are excited about dating. We love working with women that are open to hearing feedback. We love working with women that we go, hey, I'm going to hook you up with my stylist. Hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do professional photos. Okay, this is how we're going to get you attract or put you on a date with somebody that you're extremely attracted to, and then you're extremely attractive to them. Those are the women that we choose to be clients because they're open to the process. It is so difficult, and I mean, I have never taken on a woman that from the beginning had a bad feeling about. Either that they were like bitter about the process or feel like this is my last resort.
Yeah.
No. Those aren't the women that we take on. We take on ones. Actually, I've took on a female client this year. She had used a matchmaker before.
Okay.
And she said, she's like, I had a great experience. Now I'm in Dubai. I want to do it again. So those are the women we love working with But yeah, our main clientele are men.
But then are there bitter men as well out there who probably had like a shit divorce or like, you know what I mean?
Yes, but those men are coachable. The ones we take on are coachable.
Okay.
And we do like a 360 approach. So I have taken on men who might need some more coaching beforehand. I've sent them to rapid transformational therapy. And they've done it with our specialists. They've continued therapy with our specialists. And then they're ready to date. And that's when their membership will start, when they're ready. Because they actually want to see results and they want to find a partner to build a life with. Those who are very like, I'm the perfect, I'm this, I'm that, we usually don't take on clients like that.
Okay. No. Is the age-old question opposites attract true for matchmaking? How do you like vet two people to be with each other?
I'm going to tell you this.
Let's hear it.
People can be perfect for one another on paper and have no connection in person. People could be like, I don't know if this would work, and have amazing connection in person, which is why we offer that unlimited membership, because then we can tell our clients, go on the date. Listen, it's not like you only get 10 matches. Go on the date, see if you have a connection. Because all of the women that we put you on a date with, we have interviewed and we have vetted. So I know their personality, and that's hard to see on a flat profile, right? Okay. And I'll say, please trust me, go on a date with so-and-so. 80% of the time, I force our clients to go on a date with somebody.
Okay.
It's a match.
So let's say I can't afford the service right now. I'm doing personal matchmaking for myself, or my friends are. What are questions they should ask me and then ask the other guy to see if they can set me up with him, or that I should look for in a guy? Not me particularly, but what like, you know, what am I supposed to be looking for?
I think that what everybody should be doing is writing down a list of qualities, values, things that you're attracted to in a partner. That's what you should be writing down.
Physical and non-physical?
Yeah, physical and non-physical. Then you need to become that list. So if you want somebody who's ambitious, you better be ambitious yourself. You want somebody who's driven, you better be driven yourself. You want somebody who's successful, you should be, so many ways to define success, right?
Yeah.
But you should be that in yourself. Then what you're going to do is write down how you want to be treated in a relationship. How do you want this person to make you feel? Because that trumps everything, and that carries on through life in terms of, like, if you think about looks, right?
Yeah.
Versus looks. One of our matchmakers in our agency, absolutely love her because she talks about this all the time. She has the most amazing husband. And she says, she was like, I fell in love with him on date one. She's like, because we spoke about the things that we wanted in our future. And she said, I knew that he wanted to be a father, because this is what she wanted as well, right? Not everybody has the same alignment or the same goals, but those were her goals. And with that being said, she's like, I chose the right partner based on values, based on alignment, based on character. Because we need to be choosing character over chemistry. That is so important. Because
do we need to walk into first dates being that goddamn serious?
No,
because
I don't.
I don't either. And I feel like, but that can translate into, I don't know what you're looking for. Or like, you know, you can kind of just be like, yeah, I'm looking for it, but I don't really know. Let's see where it goes type of thing.
I'll tell you kind of like the steps that in an ideal world, obviously, the world is not black and white.
It's coming manifested.
I know, the world is not black and white, but I would say first date is a vibe check. Do you get on? Can you have a conversation? There should not be anything, I mean, in my opinion, you shouldn't be talking about anything serious like exes, health, what's this called?
Family trauma.
Policies. Yeah, nothing that's
political.
Nothing that's like under the carpet. It should be very surface level, because if you are dating, you are going to be dating a lot, and it's a lot of energy to give, right? So yeah, just see, can we carry a conversation? After the date, ask yourself, am I still curious to get to know this person? If the answer is yes, go on a second date. I think that you should plan in a way where like a first date is a one-on-one thing, obviously. Drinks are great. Even if you don't drink, I don't drink. Just have whatever, sparkling water. Yeah. Drinks are great, especially if you don't want to commit to a full dinner. I personally like having a meal as a first date because I want to see how they hold their cutlery. Do they stand when I leave the table? Do they stand back up when I come back? I'm a stickler for manners. Not everybody is, right? And those are also teachable things. But anyway.
I was going to say, what if he doesn't? Yeah.
I would say something, but. And then a second date. would be like an activity. See like if you can be with this person in different environments. I love a Topgolf. I love bowling. I love arcade. I like anything with a little bit of competition because then you can see how this person deals with failures and wins.
Interesting.
Well, losses and wins. And then also I like on a second or a third date where you can talk about your love language. In terms of this, what makes you feel the most loved and how do you usually show love? Now, you should not be like a carbon copy of it for one another, but then you at least know what this person values or like what their hierarchy is in terms of how they receive and how they give love. But that's important too.
That is important.
And I think a third date should be more romantic. Like, okay, can I see this person in a more romantic way?
How many dates till we cut the person off or we don't cut the person off?
I would say you would have a very good understanding of the connection you have. I mean, 2 or 3 dates, right?
Okay.
I would think so. I think first is really, I mean, unless something went terribly wrong and like, it just wasn't a connection, don't see them again. But if you're like, am I still curious to see this person again? Then yeah, give it a shot. Why not? It's only another meal. It's only another this.
Yeah, but time is
And it
valuable,
could lead to something great.
I've also been told that you shouldn't, or at least these are the dating coaches. I'm sorry, no one told me. This is like my TikTok. That don't reveal what you want too much, even though you're saying you guys should talk about your love languages, because sometimes, you know, it can just be used in a way that they'll become that person without actually being that person.
Nope. I would say this. I mean, I wouldn't like usually when you go on a first date, I mean, this has happened a lot where people ask like, what are you looking for? I think that what you should say is, well, I'm open to friendship, business, romantic relationships, but my ideal partnership would be XYZ, or my goals in love are XYZ.
Okay.
Because then it's not like you're putting the pressure on the other person because, I mean, the other person just feels like you're slotting them in because they just, oh, well, you fit it, so you can be it. No, these are my goals and these are my standards. I'm most attracted to this. And then I think that, I mean, take people at face value, but people show themselves
They
quickly.
do, really quickly.
So don't get too bogged down of, oh, I wasted so much time. If you start viewing dating like that, you're a goner.
Yeah.
Go into
I
it.
love your positive energy. And that's what we have to talk about, because I'm in tech as well.
Yeah.
Your app that's coming out.
Let's do it.
What is it?
Okay. So Maxion Match and Meet is coming out September of 2023. That's like our soft launch with our founding members.
That is literally like 6 months away.
No, it's like 3 months away.
Oh, shit. Oh my God, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm mentally like in like March right now.
It's okay. Hard launch in October.
Love it.
And what we are, I call it the anti-dating app.
Okay.
We are a matchmaking concierge and we are AI powered. And I'm so excited.
Okay, so what is like the AI gonna do? Like how are you guys different than like the Bumble and the Tinders that we have been forced to endure?
Yes. So that's it. I think dating apps are dead. And people are really searching for an alternative. And when I opened up my agency, the success and the demand of it, like the very high demand, just proved to me that people are searching for an alternative in the market.
They're using LinkedIn. They're using Instagram.
I love it, LinkedIn.
Yeah, but they're not using the dating apps anymore. Like we're just using anything and everything.
Yes. And what I think people will appreciate about what we do is, so the matchmaking starts at a price point that most people can't access, and that's okay. So now the app will basically digitizes everything I do as a matchmaker, that personalized one-to-one is now in your pocket.
Okay.
So in order to become a Maxion member, you have to apply to get onto the platform. You're verified through LinkedIn because it's for accomplished professionals.
Okay. So it's still vetted. It's still vetted.
Vetted. There's also video little interview. Okay, are you the right person? Are you this? Are you that? Just
You're not
to
a
make
catfish,
sure that yes, we only have vetted members on our platform. Not only for romantic relationships, but also for friendship. So once you become a Maxion member, we will be sending you compatible profiles. And you will be able to see what you are compatible with this person. Oh, I have 8 compatibility points with this person. Oh, I want to get to know them more. Click in, you find out more about them. Hey, do you actually want to meet this person in person? It's match and meet. So let's say you and I connect for friendship. And I go, hey, I really want to meet you, Karen. send you our whole AI, basically plans, books, confirms the date.
Okay.
We also have partners with in-app booking. We have partners with getting you to the date. We have partners with gifting after the date. All of this is comprised into the whole concierge of it.
Oh my God, I love that. The gift part especially.
Yeah.
That's so thoughtful.
It is.
Yeah.
I love a gift.
Yeah, I do. And everyone
love
acts like it's
giving
the hardest
gifts.
thing to do, but it's really not. And now with your app, it's like it's
One
just a
click
honey.
away. And I don't need to know your address. It's already saved.
Oh,
Bing.
wow.
I'll send you something. And then on top of that, the feedback is involved. So then our AI learns more. Okay, was this a good match? Was it not? And also then gives us more data as to, okay, maybe we need to plan a date like this. Oh, actually, Kieran likes people like this. Da 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 da. And inside our app as well, you're going to have me in your pocket.
Okay.
You can ask me any questions for what to wear on a date, what to wear for a meetup. What kind of date should you plan? Hey, oh my gosh, I'm about to meet Karen. What can I ask her? What topic should I avoid? Anything that has to do with your social experience, you can ask me on the app.
Is it geolocation based only?
We are starting in Dubai.
Oh my God, yes.
And this app is only meant for GCC. Who knows what will happen in the future? But it's basically for a clientele of accomplished professionals who are used to outsourcing everything. So much time, effort is wasted in the whole dating app thing. Swipe, swipe, swipe. People come disposable, all of this.
Yeah.
Ours is going to be just getting you in person. And then what we also want to build with the Maxion membership is that it's a lot of in-person meets. So, hey, it's not just you're meeting one person one-on-one.
Yeah.
Hey, exclusive membership events that we're going to have. So you have to be a Maxion member.
Yeah.
So everybody coming has been vetted. And yeah, so
That's
I'm super
something
excited.
the city's definitely lacking.
Yeah, I think so.
No, so congratulations on your tech girl journey. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right. Thank you, Christiana, for coming.
Karen, an absolute pleasure. I love this up and coming. I feel up and coming.
I know you are, especially with the app. We're all good. We're all about to sign in. I hope we get vetted.
Yes.
As in, I hope we get approved. Or not vetted.